He who has ears to hear what the Spirit says to the baptized congregations, let him hear. I hold in my hand a copy of a half-page advertisement by the Share National Foundation that was printed in the Los Angeles Times. The photo is of Benjamin Creme, the forerunner of the so-called world teacher. I repeat, world teacher, named Maitreya. Therefore, keep in mind that Satan is the god of this world, which makes the Maitreya the voice of Satan. That said, I shall now speak directly from this advertisement. Quote, as Wall Street giants tumble and millions lose their homes, jobs, pensions, health care, and all other elements of security, you may find yourself asking, what's next? Although many are fearful, there is actually reason to be optimistic. According to British author, futurist, and international lecturer Benjamin Creme, we are now experiencing the death throes of an economic system that has for decades benefited a relatively few rich and powerful men at the expense of billions of the human family who do not have even the basic necessities of life. Creme, who for over 40 years has been associated with one of humanity's elder brothers, a master of wisdom, as they are known in the East, observes that America's embrace of unfettered greed-based capitalism has led this country to the brink of economic collapse, thereby negatively impacting the entire world. The good news is that upon the awakening of America's soul qualities, we will move into a new era of unimaginable social, scientific, and spiritual achievement. This is our destiny, if we choose to accept it. Even with a new administration and a real change of heart, it is still hard to imagine how we can get from where we are today to that remarkable future. In fact, says Creme, it would now be impossible, I repeat, impossible, without the help of these elder brothers who have guided us, I repeat, who have guided us for the millennia from behind the scenes. That said, I now ask you, if these so-called elder brothers and or masters of wisdom were truly guiding us for the past millennia, were they not culpable in the aforementioned greed and destruction of the world's economy? Or is this just another profound contradiction of truth mixed with the lies of Satan and his angelic sons of darkness? That said, please hear the glowing international testimonial from journalist Patricia Pichon, who describes Creme's lecture as follows, quote, during the blessing from Maitreya, I repeat, during the blessing from Maitreya, I saw Mr. Creme surrounded by a beautiful light, which created an outline not only of his body, but also the bodies of the first 2 or 3 front rows of the audience. His face seemed to disappear, and I found myself staring at a magnificent an entirely different visage. A man with high cheekbones, golden brown skin, a medium-sized, well-shaped nose and mouth, and immense dark eyes. I repeat, immense dark eyes. End quote. Is this not the description of the so-called aliens that are associated with the so-called flying saucers? Quote, as this visage entered my direct line of vision, I felt a powerful stream of energy pouring from it and entering my heart. I actually felt as if someone had lit a torch to the entire region of my chest. This energy had an unmistakable quality. It was the purest love. I was struck by the purity and power of the being who looked straight at me and from whom inexplicably emanated this extraordinary current of love. At the end of this blessing, the light disappeared from around Benjamin Krim, and everything was back to normal. End quote. He who has ears to hear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the baptized congregations, and please hear well. For the past 28 years, I repeat, 28 years, I have been warning many self-exalted Judeans and Christian leaders, scientists and rulers of both Israel and these United States, saying, now is the final and decisive war between the angelic sons of light and the angelic sons of darkness, which victory shall be determined by the one true Godhead of invisible light, who is greater than them all. However, during these many years of spiritual warfare, not one, no, not even one of these highly exalted dignitaries and so-called erudite scholars would receive me. That said, let all scoffers come to know with absolute certainty that the final and decisive war that began in the high heavens has been literally and visually forced down to this inhabited earth, by which anyone with a pair of third-generation military-grade night vision glasses can actually see this ongoing galactic war between the angelic sons of light and the angelic sons of darkness. That said, I again say, let all scoffers come to know with absolute certainty that both the angelic sons of the one true God of invisible light and Satan's angels of darkness have the power of mind over matter. I repeat, the power of mind over matter. Furthermore, this godly power was literally and visually demonstrated to the militaries that possess nuclear weapons. That is to say, the angelic sons of light gave clear warning to the nuclear powers by revealing to them that they did not have any control of their nuclear weapons that could not be overcome by the godly power of mind over matter. To the contrary, the angelic sons of Satan are literally preparing to use these nuclear weapons to destroy this habitable star upon which we live. Furthermore, it became clearly understood that these angelic sons of darkness and or so-called aliens and flying saucers have also established their final base of operations both under the ground and under the sea.